is Jarrod Horak, and in this video, I will analyze the Gotham Stakes at Aqueduct on Saturday, March 1st. This is a Kentucky Derby 2025 points race, and through 23 races on my Road to the Derby video series, my top choices have 5 wins, 5 runner-up finishes, and 2 show finishes. 2 of my top choices have scratched out of this series, so I'm officially 5 for 21 on the Road to the Derby. I updated my weekly Derby report earlier this week, and you can read that report at therunawayrhorse.com on my Kentucky Derby page. My latest report features a recap of the Rebel Stakes, updated point standings, and my exceptional 11 Derby contenders. Again, check that out at therunawayrhorse.com on my Kentucky Derby page if you're interested, and I will include a link to my latest Derby report in the video description below. I'm covering all of the Derby and Oaks points races this weekend. Busy weekend, bunch of Derby and Oaks preps for March 1st and 2nd. Most of those are on March 1st. Then we have the Santa Isabel Stakes later this week at Santa Anita on March 2nd. I posted the Devona Dale Stakes, Fountain of Youth, and San Felipe videos earlier this week. You can watch those now, and I will be covering the Busher and Santa Isabel later this week. Both of those are Kentucky Oaks points races, so look for those videos in the coming days on my channel. If you're interested in my full card analysis, I offer full cards at Santa Anita each day, and I am offering a full card as well for Gulfstream Park for their 14-race Fountain of Youth Day program on March 1st. You can purchase my full cards individually. You can buy the Santa Anita and Gulfstream cards together, and both of those on March 1st as part of my weekly Saturday special for $16. And for Saturday, as I said, it's Fountain of Youth Day at Gulfstream, and it's Big Cap Day at Santa Anita, and they're running 11 races. So a bunch of stakes races at both tracks this weekend for Saturday. So if you want that Saturday special, check that out at therunawayrhorse.com on my sales page if you're interested. And I have been offering full cards online since the 1990s, and I have a long record of success and trustworthiness. So go to therunawayrhorse.com on my sales page for more details if you're interested. The early weather forecast for March 1st at Aqueduct calls for partly cloudy skies with a high temperature of 57. Now we're going to meet the field for the 2025 Gotham, and then I will give out my contenders from last to first. Gotham is the 8th race at Aqueduct on March 1st, and it is a Grade 3, $300,000 purse, 3-year-olds, 1 mile around 1 turn on the main track. Scheduled post time is 4:18 p.m. Eastern Time, and breaking from the inside post is number 1, Scorching. This horse hasn't run since Woodbine last year. That was last October. First start on conventional dirt, and Eric Cancel will ride. Normandy Coast is the 2 for trainer Eddie Keneally. Ben Curtis is the rider. He won his last 2 starts, and they were both dirt sprints. Number 3, Calling Card, is adding blinkers for trainer Mike Maker. Kendrick Carmouche will ride. He was 8th in the slop in the Grade 3 Lecomte last time out. Sacrosanct is next for trainer Brad Cox. Manny Franco is aboard. Franco rode all 4 times. This horse is a perfect 4 for 4, 3 for 3 at Aqueduct, 3-time state-bred stakes winner. Number 5 in here is Sand Devil for trainer Linda Rice, another New York bred, and he's 3 for 3. All 3 wins at Aqueduct, and Jose Lezcano, his regular rider, is going to ride back. And we're probably going to see Sacrosanct number 4 and Sand Devil number 5, both of those undefeated New York breds. They should both be all over the pace in here. Number 6 is Pagode, and this horse is a second-time starter, moving over to dirt after winning his career debut in an all-weather sprint at Turfway Park last time out. Number 7 is Flood Zone for trainer Brad Cox, and he moves to the Brad Cox barn, broke his maiden last time out at 6.5 furlongs at Gulfstream Park. Raylu Gutierrez is aboard. Number 8 is McAfee for trainer Rick Dutrow. Won his debut, just missed second time out, and Lane Lutzy is aboard this one. Garamond is next for trainer Chad Brown, and he's number 9 with Javier Castellano aboard. He was the heavy favorite in his 6.5 furlong debut at Tampa Bay Downs, and he won that race nicely by a length and 3/4. Finally, number 10, My Mitole. This one exits back-to-back victories in 1-mile races at Aqueduct. Carlos Martin is the trainer. Luis Rivera Jr. is the rider. And now we'll go last to first in the Gotham. And the horse that I picked to finish 10th and last is number 6, Pagode. And he did rally from post 10, and he got up to win by a nose in his 6.5 furlong debut. He was 6-1 that day. That was at Turfway Park on January 25th. His trainer, Paulo Lobo, he's a profitable 22% with shippers. And this horse is going to step up in class and try dirt in his second career start. The horse that I picked to finish 9th is number 1, Scorching, and he was part of the exacta in all 3 of his starts at Woodbine last year. His first two races were all weather races, and he wired the field as the favorite in the Simcoe Stakes second time out. So he broke his maiden in that stakes race. Then he stretched out and he moved to turf. He stalked the pace, he took the lead, and he missed by a nose in the Cup and Saucer Stakes. That was October 2024, and he was placed first through disqualification that day. This is his first start on conventional dirt, first start after a layoff. Let's see how he handles everything today. The horse that I picked to finish 8th is number 2, Normandy Coast. And this one was 4th in a 7-horse field in a race won by Keep It Easy at Churchill Downs last June. That is a Dale Romans trainee, Keep It Easy, and he came back and he won the Ed Brown Stakes last year, and he's entered in the Fountain of Youth Stakes at Gulfstream Park on March 1st. This is an Omaha Beach colt, and he did wire the field as the favorite in a 7-furlong race at Ellis Park in his second career start. And then he stalked, he took the lead, and he missed by a neck at 6 furlongs on January 11th. He is on the improve. He's going to have to continue to improve to beat a field like this. The horse that I picked to finish 7th is number 10, My Mitole. He won his last 2 races, 1-turn miles at Aqueduct. So this horse certainly likes this course and distance. An outside stalking trip is likely in this race from post 10. He is getting faster, but he's going to have to continue to get faster to beat this field. The horse that I picked to finish 6th is number 7, Flood Zone. Now he stalked the pace and he finished 2nd when he was 11-1 in his 6-furlong debut at Gulfstream Park. And then he pressed the pace and he broke his maiden by 5 1/4 lengths when he was 16-1 at 6.5 furlongs in his second career start. So both of those races were Florida-bred maiden special weight races. Brad Cox is his new trainer. Raylu Gutierrez rides back. He's probably going to stalk the pace in here. The horse that I picked to finish 5th is number 5, Sand Devil. This is a New York bred horse, and he is 3 for 3, all 3 wins at Aqueduct. And he won by a dozen lengths at this 1-mile distance on January 2nd, and then he won the Damon Runyon Stakes by a neck at 7 furlongs on February 8th. And in that Damon Runyon Stakes, the top 2 finishers finished 8.5 lengths in front of the show finisher. And that was a slow early, fast late event. This one's trained by Linda Rice. He has early pressing speed. He earned quality speed ratings in all 3 of his starts, and he was the winning favorite in his last 2 starts. Let's see how he does against Open Company. The horse that I picked to finish 4th is the 8, McAfee. And this horse rallied from off the pace, and he broke his maiden by 3 1/4 lengths. He was 10-1 that day in his 6-furlong debut at Churchill Downs on November 1st. Then he came back 3 weeks later when he missed by a head, and that race was a starter allowance race in a 1-turn mile. So we know he can at least handle this distance. He did in his second career start. This is Torpedo Anna's younger brother, and he's a half-brother to Torpedo Anna, and he had a leg infection and scratched out of the Jerome Stakes when I made him my top choice on January 4th. And then due to that leg issue, he was off the work tab for more than 3 weeks. Then he came back and he worked a half mile on February 1st and another half mile on February 7th. So it looks like he's back on track for Rick Dutrow now. And if he runs well here, the plan is to run in the Grade 2 Wood Memorial at Aqueduct on April 5th. The horse that I picked to finish 3rd is the 9, Garamond. And this one was less than even money in his 6.5 furlong debut at Tampa Bay Downs on January 25th. And he was able to win that race nicely. This is a Chad Brown trainee, a son of Uncle Mo. And he did have a half-mile bullet for this on February 8th. And we're going to see if he can step up and compete with Stakes Company in his second career start. He has a lot of upside for sure with just that one nice win to begin his career. The horse that I picked to finish 2nd is the 4, Sacrosanct. This is a New York bred colt, and he is 4 for 4 for trainer Brad Cox. He does have 3 state-bred stakes victories at Aqueduct, including a victory at this 1-mile distance in the Sleepy Hollow Stakes in October. So this one's been freshened for this race. He should attend the pace. Logical win Contender, facing Open Company in here. And now for my top choice, it's number 3, Calling Card. And he was my second choice in the John Battaglia Memorial Stakes at Turfway Park when I did that video last weekend. Scratched out of that race, and he worked at Turfway Park on February 21st, and now he's back in New York. And he did rally to break his maiden by 17 lengths in a 1-mile race, maiden special weight against New York bred company at this distance in November. And then after that race, Sandman beat him in an allowance route race at Oakland Park on December 13th. And Sandman was 2nd in the Grade 3 Southwest and 3rd in the Grade 2 Rebel in his last 2 starts. This is a New York bred son of Complexity. And last time out, he was a wide 8th in a 13-horse field in the slop in the Grade 3 Lecomte. So now he's going to turn back in distance and add blinkers. Mike Maker's his trainer, and he's kept the best company in this field, so I think he has a good shot to bounce back and run a quality race in here, and maybe he'll offer some value as well. So calling card, my top choice in the Gotham Stakes, Sacrosanct number 4, my second choice, Garamond number 9, my third choice, rounding out my top 4, number 8, McAfee. And that's my look at the Gotham Stakes, and if you want a free pick each day, go over to therunawayhorse.com and click on the Better Bets blog tab at the top of my homepage. You can get a free pick from around the country each day. And if you like these videos, don't forget to like, comment, and share them. And subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. It's free to subscribe. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.